Thursday, huh?
Just Thursday?
I know. I felt like I don't even know what. I've actually, a lot of, this whole week, it's been like, give me the next Monday.
Yeah.
Because it's been a lot this week. And we actually may get to that a little bit, coming up a little bit later on, about 15 or so minutes on the YouTubes, little Therapy Thursday. And it's just talking things out a little bit. Whatever you want to talk about, you can jump on with us.
Just letting it out.
Yeah, just let it all out.
It has been a heavy week. But as Matt said, we're really looking forward to Monday.
Yeah, no kidding.
Because, well, not only is it start of a new week, but that's when we finally see some hope in the world of weather.
It's been a lot. It's been a lot. Might be able to dry out, actually, hopefully beginning like, oh, geez, Saturday afternoon into Sunday, that kind of thing. But got to start with the forecast again today because, I mean, look, it was noisy. It was a lot of lightning, a lot of rain this morning. Thankfully, for the most part in our area today, today's big event seems to be past us.
Yes, finally, right? So you hear that and you think, okay, we're in the clear just for today. But as Steve said, there might be some lingering showers coming in later on tonight, maybe through the evening commute. So just be aware if you are traveling in and out. Johnny was tracking some trouble this morning on the interstate, so you just have to be careful. And again, the flood threat, not quite over for our part of the world.
Right, and so Cap's been talking about all morning long about the National Weather Center and their flood watch expiring at noon. He's like, you know what? Especially with, and if you take a look right here, you can see the Thursday, obviously, and Friday. Look at this, 80% chance. So if you step through and you look at the radar, the potential to come. And Steve has been talking about it for more than a day now. He's like, I won't be surprised if they extend that potential flood watch, that flash flood watch beyond noon today. Because look, we still got a lot to go on Friday. And then as we get into the early morning on Saturday as well, it's been a week.
Yes. Yeah, and someone on Facebook, Miss Gail, just emailed me some photos from Ventress. She lives along Falls River. That water is climbing up her property. So, especially if you live along the river, if you live along a bayou, anything that backs up water to your property, I know a lot of you are probably a little bit anxious right now.
Hello,
so
absolutely.
We're just staying alert and seeing what this is going to do, how it's going to drain.
Yeah.
And so it's just a watch, wait, and see type of situation.
The other big story, obviously, when you talk about that forecast and you think about search and rescue crews out on the Gulf of Mexico right now, just south of Grand Isle, searching for survivors from a lift boat capsizing on Tuesday. They'll be back out there again today, but this story is just, it's grabbing all the attention as it should be.
In the last 24 hours, a big update from the Coast Guard was they are asking civilians, they are asking all U.S. Coast Guard personnel along from Galveston to New Orleans for help in finding those missing 12 boaters. The last update we got from the captain there was that one person was found dead. 6 were rescued with the help of Good Samaritans and the Coast Guard, but again, still 12 people there are unaccounted for.
And those 6 people, obviously, they were plucked from those waters. Fairly quickly, and I say fairly quickly, that same day. And so now we have entered another day, day 3, right? So obviously this began on Tuesday. And so that hope is still there, but the hours are getting longer. But again, we're going to have eyes on the Gulf for you, south of Grand Isle later today as the Coast Guard and anybody and everybody who can gets back out there searching for those 12 missing men.
That's it. And at this point, nobody's been identified, so people are asking about that. We haven't gotten any information from the Coast Guard yet.
We got some family, obviously. We talked a little bit about that last night, actually, the 6 p.m. broadcast. Family of loved ones who were on the lift boat, sending in pictures and that kind of thing, but officially from the Coast Guard. And that's what we wait for, obviously. We're not going to be jumping the gun with anything like that unless the family sends us those photos and has conversations with us. But thoughts and prayers, a lot of eyes on this, and just hoping for the best. We really, truly are. 12 people still missing. We'll
keep you updated as we get them.
Another thing we were talking about this morning, this is actually pretty big, and it's actually right here, one of the top stories on WAFB.com and the 9 News app. This is a federal mass vaccination site coming to Baton Rouge.
The White House Coronavirus Task Force announced this on Monday. They gave us a heads up that's saying, hey, Baton Rouge is going to be one of 2 places. Tulsa, Oklahoma is the other one. Bon Carré Business Center, tomorrow, it opens to the public for people to get vaccinated. What, 20,000 vaccines a week is what they're trying to push out?
So do the math on that. And so you're thinking nearly 3,000 folks a day. And so that is truly a way to hopefully get ahead of all this. And we all know the story, obviously, with the Johnson & Johnson vaccine right now. They're putting a pause on it, so that's on the sidelines. But Moderna and Pfizer say, look, we think we can keep up the numbers so that we don't fall behind. And sometimes it takes a mass site like this. And in Baton Rouge, like you said, one of a couple down here. So,
big deal when
yeah,
you talk
it is a big
about
deal.
anywhere they could have chosen in the country, and they chose Baton Rouge. So today the leaders are going to do the final walkthroughs to make sure that they're kind of doing a soft open to make sure they've got all the gears in place, but they really want people to start making appointments right now.
Yeah.
So that'll make sure that you're ready for when you drive up, when you get there tomorrow, you'll be all good to go.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's it.
Just assembly line, man. Get in, shot, get out, move on with your day.
Efficiency.
I love
We
the
like
efficiency.
It.
I love the efficiency.
Like it.
Something else going on right now, and actually it's important because we're approaching a deadline for folks who need to apply for DSNAP benefits when it comes to, as I refresh this, after the storms. DSNAP approved for 23 parishes in the state. Part of phase 2 is East Baton Rouge, and today it is T through Z, I believe.
I believe
it's T through Z.
Right.
Last name's T through Z.
Yeah, and
in
remember,
EBR.
we're going in a roll-out phase, and it's going parish. Certain parishes are grouped in, so you can see this week East Baton Rouge is in that category. So if you go to the application schedule, it gives you the names T through Z. Matt called.
Hey now.
If you have a last name that starts with that, or maybe you missed the first couple of windows, Friday and Saturday, you still have an opportunity to apply. So don't worry if you couldn't find that document, that receipt for the hotel stay. Go and track that down because you're going to need that for when you do go to apply.
Yeah, the Friday, Saturday, kind of the catch-all. Doesn't matter if your name starts with a couple of Zs or a few numbers or whatever. Zs. Or a triple Q to start you. It really kind of is.
Yes.
The catch-all, like you said, on Friday and Saturday. But T through Z today, make sure you check this out to see, even if you don't know that you might qualify, they have some questions or some answers that you might have, or the questions you might have, they'll have the answers here. Jump on and figure out if you actually might be able to get a little bit of something. I mean, it was a heavy, after those February storms, knocked out a lot of power to a lot of folks.
Speaking of those storms, just quickly, so April 15th, it's tax day. I completely forgot about this too. It is actually not tax day. Because of the pandemic, because of all the different things, the deadline has passed. The IRS is giving more people time to file their taxes. So May 15th is the deadline. But if you were a storm victim in Texas, Louisiana, or Oklahoma, you've got until June 15th to file your taxes. Really important to know.
And actually it's May 17th now, right?
June 17th?
Well, May 17th
for
some, and then now extended to June 15th for those who got impacted by this. So again, as we throw out all these dates at you, you're like, what? Just jump online right now because they have been changing because of pandemic, because of winter storms. So just kind of know, and as Liz actually mentioned this morning as well, just get the papers ready right now. Don't wait till the last minute because that's when it bites you.
You just want to make sure you're prepared. That's why they've extended these deadlines so you're not rushing, you make a mistake and file incorrectly because as we've seen with the stimulus checks, you need to file correctly to make sure all your stuff is in order.
There is that. We talked about this morning as well. Virtual job fair. We've been talking about this in East Baton Rouge Parish.
Yes, really important to know if you or somebody you know is looking for a job. And if you live in East Baton Rouge Parish, well, it makes it even easier. They're hosting a virtual job fair, which makes it easy. You don't have to go anywhere in person. You have to dress up. You just have to go online and pre-register.
How can I pre-register, Liz?
It's highlighted,
it
Matt.
Really
How
is.
handy is that?
So we're trying to make it easy, as they are as well. 4 to 6 today. If you're looking for maybe a new gig and one would like to apply and work with East Baton Rouge Parish Public Schools.
Even part-time help, it's worth looking.
Oh, trust me, absolutely right. But they do need you to pre-register, so they can kind of get an idea, obviously, of who's on, and they know who's looking for what and what qualifications there are, that kind of thing. Again, pre-register right there. It's at the story. It's one of the top stories. You scroll down a few stories at WAFB.com, but it's happening from 4 to 6. So. Yeah, maybe get that done.
On the sooner side.
So we talked a little bit about the weather today. It was a horrible start to the morning. It really was. As loud as noisy as rainy.
If you were gauging the rest of today by that, well, have some hope.
Pump the brakes.
Yeah.
A little bit better today.
Yes.
Which actually might be a good thing because apparently it's a ball game at the box tonight.
I hear a series that is supposed to kick off tonight.
So actually you got LSU baseball freshman named to Golden Spikes midseason list. That would be one of the super freshmen, exactly right there, obviously. But baseball at the box tonight. It is a top 10 team coming in, South Carolina, the Gamecocks, and they like LSU, bring the bats. But South Carolina's been bringing the bat.
It makes sense.
Also in conference play.
Okay.
Number 5 in the country in home runs.
Ooh.
Now LSU is actually number 3 in the country.
Okay.
A lot of those have come in non-conference games, though. So, can they turn that over and do it against the top 10 team in town against South Carolina?
Only time will tell.
Yeah. 6:30 first pitch? Is that
Yes, I believe so. And again, it is a series, so today, tomorrow.
Yeah, today, tomorrow, Saturday.
What is today?
Yeah, I know. The Thursday starts always mess me up.
It is weird.
It's a Thursday because like softball obviously gets
Right.
going tomorrow. They're on the road at North Carolina State,
Right,
an out
they're
of
going
conference
to
series.
Wolfpack, North
Exactly.
Carolina State. Yeah.
So, but that's a Friday start, the more traditional start. So the
See?
Thursday, yeah, I know. It's messing.
But
Just
we'll
messing
take
with
it
us.
because it's supposed to be nice out today, and so baseball at the box is always good when there's good weather.
Always good. And
Yes.
get ready for this. A heads up tomorrow. We'll be spending some time talking about another Tiger team, gymnastics, national
A
championships.
big weekend for them. Yes.
But
And
yeah,
they're going to
tomorrow.
be on the big leagues on the big screen at that.
I guarantee that's going to be on at my house.
Okay, now I'm looking forward to tomorrow.
I know,
was
right?
so bummed today was not Friday, but I'm looking forward to it.
Exactly. Something to look forward
Yes.
to. A lot to get to. A lot to
Yes.
get to. So we're going to try and put you in all the places, or put ourselves in all the places.
Oh.
That way we can annoy you even more.
Okay.
Well.
Always. Keep
WAFB
tipping.
Plus, Amazon Fire TV, Roku TV, and obviously Apple TV, Asian Nation, Jacques Talk, 9 News Now, and of course coming up tomorrow, an idea about what the weekend has.
More to look forward to from our Kylie, and she rounds out a good couple of things for you to look forward to as well.
So all that right here, and we're just kind of continuing to build the lineup. You never know what we're gonna have. Johnny's got some great ideas for other shows. I don't know if we can actually do it here without putting like an R-rated on it. Because
That might be what the people want.
Might be what the people want.
Maybe.
My man's got some ideas.
Yes, he does.
I
$1,000,000 ideas at that.
WAFB plus after dark.
Plus after dark. Ooh.
But anyway, all that on the WAFB Plus.
Yes.
You can find us all those places, including YouTube, where we're going to be in a quick minute. We're going to sign off kind of from WAFB Plus, but hang on the YouTube for something we call Therapy. Hello, Therapy Thursday.
Whoa, look at this!
Exactly, and we're kind of already going at it here. And so we get a chance to talk with folks on YouTube and a little bit about whatever's going on in your world.
Yes.
If it's heavy, we'll see if we can help get you through it. If it's not so heavy, we love talking about that as well.
Yeah.
It's just a little bit of everything. Lay down on the couch.
Yes.
Enjoy.
Let's talk
Let's
it out.
just talk it out. Because it has been it's been a heavy week.
A heavy week indeed. And how often do we actually get to interact with people who get to watch us, who live in our community? So this is an opportunity for us to all kind of talk about what's happening and how you feel about it.
This is like Inception right here. Man.
I know, it always trips me up because it's just...
I hate that guy.
I know. Hey, I love
such-
him.
he is such
He's a
an
good
idiot.
man. Don't you insult him like that.
Well, he's
Don't
got
you?
big
I'll
old
beat
ears
you
and
up.
broken nose. Look at him. Just
Handsome. Got 4 of them right now.
Oh, it's too much. One is too many. So we're going to sign off on WAFB Plus.
Yes.
Stay on the YouTubes with us. See if we can't have a little conversation, which is the best. It truly is the best part about our job, just the conversations. I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Yes.
All right, so WAFB Plus, we'll see you tomorrow?
Yes.
All right, YouTube, we'll see you right now.
You'll stay with us here on YouTube.
All right, hold on.
Gonna flip off.
I am. I'm flipping stuff.
hopping on.
I'm flipping stuff.
We're flipping. Okay, we have got quite a few people joining us.
All right.
I love it.
All right,
Where
so-
do you start?
Joseph, thanks for the update. Obviously, appreciate knowing what to do Friday and Saturday. Hey, trying to set up the weekend.
I don't blame you one
Absolutely.
bit, especially because we'll get to salvage Sunday, hopefully.
May 15th deadline is a blessing. Absolutely. That
Yes.
later deadline, absolutely. Thanks for all that update.
I
Got
love
to tell my friend,
that.
just got a text from her. Gotcha.
We love you,
Amy.
Amy and Stephanie over at Indie Salon.
Yes.
They do my hair, so thank you, Amy and
I
Stephanie.
love those
love
guys.
y'all.
Love those
yes,
guys.
they are fantastic.
Amanda.
Go-to coffee order.
What's your go-to coffee
That
order?
is a really good question. I got a complicated answer here.
Do you really?
Yes, because my best friend from home just sent me a Nespresso. It's a very fancy machine that makes it. So I'm of
I know
the-
Nespresso. Absolutely.
I just drink black coffee.
Yeah.
But a Nespresso machine, I feel so bougie.
Yeah.
It's an experience.
Yeah.
You let it brew.
Yeah.
You foam your froth
Oh,
your
yeah.
milk.
Yeah.
And you put simple syrup in it. Oh my goodness, it's something to look forward to every day.
You're having a moment.
I am. Is this what adult is
Is it?
about?
Oh, adulting.
Enjoying little things.
Look, I kind of get a little bougie as well, but I get a little finicky. I have to grind my own, and I French press it. Exactly. And what's funny now is my kids like a little bit of coffee as well on the weekends. Let me set that record straight. They like a lot of cream
I was about to
with
say.
a little bit of coffee.
Yeah.
But they used to back in the day, whatever my wife might have made,
Yeah.
they would drink that. But then I started grinding my own beans that
Wow.
morning, and then French pressing it. And so now all they want to drink is my coffee. So I got to make like double the
That's
batch. and
stellar
press it.
coffee.
Takes a little bit of time. So
Yeah.
that my go-to is that. But here at work, hey, fortunate to have walk up anytime community coffee ready
Thank
to
you,
go.
community
Love
coffee.
it, love it, absolutely.
We have those
So-
big old
Oh, it's
coffees
huge.
that hold them. Yeah.
Huge.
Yep,
So yeah,
we'll
the
take
go-to.
it.
That's the go-to. What are you seeing over here?
Chanita, 1013, glad to be off today. Enjoy your day off. That's
oh yeah,
awesome.
absolutely.
Thank you for watching. We appreciate you.
Is LSU spring game going to cancel this Saturday? Okay, nothing we've seen at this point have said anything about that. Friday looks a little bit dicey, right? Obviously, you've seen that in the forecast.
Yeah.
Saturday morning, right? Still a little bit of something going on.
Yeah.
Would they have to push it a little bit? Again, that's going to be. They watch the forecast almost as well as our guys in the Storm Center. So you know, Jay and Steve and Jared and Jeff are going to be all about that.
Yeah.
They actually call our guys. The state does as well when any
Right.
kind of serious storm comes through.
Just to make sure they know what to
updates.
expect too.
If they were to push,
Yeah.
or if they were to have to postpone anything like that, you know, we'd be the first to let you know. But nothing
Right
like
to your
that we've
phone.
seen.
We'll
Yeah.
send you an update on
Yeah.
that.
Order-
Shannon.
Order a
Amy.
ordering coffee
Let
right
me
now.
know what you're ordering because that sounds good.
Yeah, you saw
Starbucks.
Shannon's?
Well, very Shannon Green. That's so sweet of you to say. Thank you. We appreciate
Both have
you
pleasant
watching.
attitudes.
She's putting up with that.
That's exactly
Or
right.
he, Shannon Green.
I'll try to be
I'm not
meaner.
sure. No, people like you pleasant. You are pleasant.
You know what? Here's the thing. And we've got, I'm going to spill some tea here. Oh, yeah.
Spill it.
I've been here for a little while.
Okay.
And depending on the consultant who
Yes.
comes through, it is, and I used to have a file on me. It was Matt's silly comments.
Yeah.
Seriously, I'm not kidding you.
No, I believe it.
Matt's
I
silly
believe
comments,
it.
and it was just, and they wanted me to be more serious and more serious and more serious. I'm like,
Yeah.
God, it's a morning show.
Right.
People deserve to be able to smile and laugh every once in a while, for God's sake.
Yes.
They don't need all the blood, smoke, and scandal at 5 o'clock, and we'll get
Yes.
there. But you try to be, I don't know, pleasant
Yes.
every once in a while.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of fight your way through some of those consultants. You give viewers and audiences some of what they need, some of what they want, some of what they get, all of it, every bit of it. So thank you
Yes.
for all those out there who enjoy pleasant.
And I appreciate you because you were authentic. You're not going to change for who you are. But I also think viewers appreciate that because obviously we talk about a lot of heavy
We
stuff.
do.
We bring you the breaking news,
Yeah,
all
have
the
to.
heavy stuff as we've seen this week. So when you have a moment that is authentic, when you have real people come across, of course we are journalists, but we are humans first. So
Yeah.
when you talk about
Yeah.
reacting to stories that are just painful, when you talk about smiling when you have a
Yeah.
really great story, we're going to do
Yeah.
all of that here on the morning show.
I hope what you
Yes.
see when you tune in with us in the mornings
Yeah.
is non-robotic. I hope you can feel that we feel the emotion tied to each individual story. Every story is different, and so they impact all of us to a certain extent. And you get to do sports and have some fun, but then you got to cover things like a search in the Gulf of Mexico, and you realize how serious that is. And so switching gears, you switch gears along with us as you go through that morning show.
Yeah.
But it is just all about being very, as you said, authentic. There's not a fake person on this shift.
No.
It's all real.
We genuinely love each other, and you'll hear Steve and Johnny banter together.
Oh, yeah.
I promise that chemistry is real.
it's real.
Just like a family.
Oh my gosh, it's the same thing off
Yeah.
camera and just going at each other.
Yes.
Loving kind of a way,
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
French press. Oh, they got somebody French.
Joseph is on your boat.
Yeah,
Okay,
I had
with
a
the
bag of
French press
Joseph.
coffee.
I'm with you.
Okay. Also, some love for community coffee. So, Amy, going through Starbucks right now, shaken espresso with coconut milk with sugar-free vanilla and sugar-free cinnamon.
Oh my
dolce.
gosh.
That sounds like
That's
heaven.
crazy.
Oh my! On a Thursday?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, and then how do you stay so positive when you guys are talking about all the bad stuff? Because we know there's a lot more good out there. Now, you may not see that all
Yes.
the time. We try to focus. A lot of the times the bad stuff is some of the things, look, you need to know what's going on in your neighborhood. As journalists, we have a few different jobs. Sometimes we are literally just a window to the world. We open it up, we show you what's going on. Sometimes we're the mirror. That way you get to make sure you're looking at yourself as well. Sometimes we are that flashlight into a dark corner.
Yeah.
There's a few different jobs that we have to do and make sure that we do as we serve the community. But staying positive just for your own sanity.
Oh gosh.
Exactly.
That's been really hard in this last year, but I will say the normalcy of coming to work, of being with you, of being with Johnny and Steve and our producers and our team, that's the constant for me.
Yeah.
And that, again, the morning show is so great because we have range, because we can flip
Correct.
back and forth.
Yes.
But when you talk about staying positive, it's because when you see these stories, these awful things, sometimes these things happen to people on our team, you know, and you just never know what anybody is going through. But when you think about it from that perspective and you think about the pain that people are dealing with, you try to find the good and the encouraging side of things because when you think about the humankind and how we're making it this far, how we're even advancing at all, it's because there is more good than bad.
You're right. No,
Yeah.
that's absolutely right. And the ability to focus on the good
You have to.
in the morning show. Again, there's no reason that people should start their day with nothing but the blood, smoke, and scandal, and waking up and going, why am I even stepping outside
Right.
into this world?
Right.
That's not what we're trying to portray because there is so much good out there. So.
Yes!
Oh, here we go. Join watching
it.
now. Basically,
Love it.
have
Thank
taken a
you.
break from watching the news in the morning. TV stays on
Aw.
WAFB occasionally. I change the channel.
Oh.
So Laverne, occasionally I change the channel.
Thank you.
Every once in a while. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's
That's okay. You got options.
Every once in a while I change the
Yeah.
channel as well when Johnny pops up. You're good.
During the show.
Oh.
During the show. That's
Just
sweet.
make sure to subscribe so I don't miss the segments. Oh,
That is
thank you, man.
sweet.
Okay, my husband keeps the TV on. Discovery Channel. I'm so with you. I changed to WFB right at 4:30 to start watching you guys.
Early edition
Always
viewer.
feel good.
Thank you.
This sounds exactly like my house, like
We love
Discovery
that.
or an HGTV.
Yeah.
I'm one of those guys. I like
Come
to see
on.
because they're typically filled with
Yes.
like good news, exciting,
Yes.
exploring, adventure, science, all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But then right back over to WAPD.
At 4:30
Wow.
for the early edition. That I think honestly that is one of our most personable shows because you really get unfiltered Johnny, Steve, and Matt at
Oh.
4:30 on top of knowing what you have to know before you head out the door. So it's really the
Oh.
best of all the world.
It's a lot, and it never ceases to amaze me.
No,
Wherever
I know.
I go,
Yeah.
I'm in the grocery store or wherever I happen to be
Yeah.
shopping, that kind of thing. And we start the conversation. It's like, oh yeah, I'm with you at 4:30. Like,
Yeah.
you're one of the crazy ones.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So I'm crazy along with you. So thank you guys so much for all that.
We do. We really appreciate it because we wouldn't be here if we wouldn't have a community to share this information
No,
with. So
that's the whole idea.
thank you.
Yeah, that's
At
the
the end
whole
of the day, we are all neighbors. So
Yeah.
we're there for each other. We're trying to figure out exactly how to move forward in this crazy thing called life.
Yep.
Especially in this weird
Yep.
year that has been 2020/2021.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just navigating.
Yeah, just trying to kind of follow along with you guys. But yeah, the
Yeah.
whole idea is being able to tell your stories. And I get asked a lot about why it is you do what you do, and that's always maybe it sounds like a cop out. It's truly not. You love serving a community
Yeah.
in this way, being able to tell their stories as best as you can and let
Yeah.
folks know what's going on. And so it really is all about telling your stories.
That's it.
Yep.
And again, thanks to you for sharing so many of your stories. She said it, for watching them 4:30 is a blessing. It is a blessing because you've got the right people, the hand-plucked people to make sure you're starting your day off with what you need to know with the weather and traffic and news, but also just giving you something to smile at.
Yeah.
I love that you guys go over the birthdays every morning.
Yeah, isn't it silly?
The banter.
Isn't
Yes.
it silly?
Yes.
Why not be silly every
It
once
is
in a
so
while?
silly. And you can actually join them live behind the scenes. So Matt goes live on his Facebook page,
Oh,
Matt
yeah.
Williams, WAFB,
Right.
every morning, 4:30.
Right.
Join them.
It's a good little crew there too. It's a
Yes,
good little group
because
of viewers.
everyone says good morning to
Exactly.
each other.
They've known
I
each other
love
for a
it.
while, and they just kind of go back and forth, and
Yes.
you see a little bit of the behind the scenes of what's going on for
Yes.
better for worse. And as I spill some tea, yeah, I'm chewing gum right now. Here, I'll let you in on a secret. I'm chewing gum the whole time.
So Matt
I
is
have to.
very good at silent chewing.
You're
I
probably-
never noticed.
Yeah, and I'm
I
sure the
don't
viewers,
hear
there
it.
are some viewers who probably like, dude, that's not a secret.
But there's no
I've
sound.
seen, well, I don't do it while I'm on air,
Incredible.
they're probably like, no, I've seen that for you. You can't.
Yeah.
But it's a 2.5-hour show.
Right.
If I would just go to sit there and pound water to keep the the mouth moist, I'd be in the bathroom every hello,
And that's the
and you
trouble.
probably hear it on the microphone every once in a while because I forget to turn it. So I just can't. So the gum is a way for me to
Yes.
keep the mouth moist.
See?
But you don't want to sit there and chew it while you're. So yeah, I
No.
kind of tuck it.
You've gotten very good at it.
I kinda
let me tell
hide
you.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, so now you know.
That's a game. You'll have to watch and see.
Yeah, so let me know. Yeah, so every time you see Matt
Yeah.
chewing his gum, take a shot.
Yeah.
No, don't do that.
Ooh.
Don't do it. Don't
We didn't say of what. It could be coffee.
could be orange juice.
milk. It could be orange juice.
Could be orange juice.
Your drink of choice.
Where did it all go?
Yes,
All right.
but the
So there
goal
you
of
go.
this Inception YouTube here
That's crazy.
and why we're jumping around to everything is because there's no one given topic. It's just really
Right.
what you want to talk about. That's
Sure.
what Thirsty Thursdays? Whew, that's not a thing.
Thirsty
here.
Thursdays.
No, that's not a thing.
All
That's
right.
college days.
That's-
No.
Where's Johnny?
No. I was about to say, I think he's lurking somewhere.
Oh.
Maybe looking for drinks. Maybe making mixed drinks. I don't
Thirsty.
know.
That's definitely an after dark.
Therapy Thursdays.
Oh.
That's what this is about.
All right, so
Oh, married to a mechanic says just adjusting to the downtime of being home way more than usual. Okay, so you're learning a lot of DIY and recipes during this pandemic. Definitely some silver linings.
That's the thing. I think a lot of folks are trying to find the silver linings,
Yes.
and you can find them with everybody that with everything everybody's going through.
Yeah.
But the do-it-yourself
I
stuff.
would love to know what you're doing DIY, like home projects,
Yeah.
like decorating,
Yeah.
home improvement.
I'm all about learning from those who are
People
doing.
impressive in what they
Absolutely.
can do. Yeah.
Which is one of the things I like about, like we go back to the Discovery and
Exactly.
all those channels.
Yeah.
But if you got the DIY thing down,
Come on.
I'd like to see what's
Right.
going on.
And even cooking. So Matt
I
does
cook
a
all
lot
the
of the
time.
cooking for the family, which I
Let
really
me put it out
appreciate.
there. My wife and I, we do it together, cooking.
Yes.
On Sundays, kind of lay out the
I
meals
love
for the
that.
weekend, because the week is too crazy.
Yes.
But no, I love cooking, getting in the kitchen with my wife.
I
it's
love
it's one of my favorite things.
That's teamwork.
Well-
but you get the kids involved too. And he loves to smoke. We talk about what kind of meats he smokes
Oh, I was
during the
gonna say,
weekend
what are we
too.
talking about?
Well, we had to give people a tease there to stick with us for a second.
Are you still there?
Smoked
Matt
meats.
loves to smoke.
Meat.
Meat.
Yeah.
The end of the sentence is important.
Yeah.
So, okay, yeah, there you go. Never noticed the chewing. You're going to look closely tomorrow. See, there you go.
Something to look out for on a Friday.
Oh,
Awesome.
that's just so
Awesome.
bad.
So what are your silver linings in this pandemic?
You know what? Obviously, at the very beginning with all this, when all the kids were virtual, and even when I was working from home
Yeah.
for a couple of
Yeah,
months.
y'all
right?
remember that?
Exactly. Oh, it was great. It was crazy for everybody. The ability to spend that much more. For just me personally,
Yeah.
my most awake hours in a day are
Okay.
spent right here in these walls. My most productive hours are given to WAFB. That's
Yeah.
just the way it is.
Right.
The family makes sacrifices for the job. That's how it is for a lot of folks. And so by the time I get to see my kids, and I do get to see them, picking them up from carpool, that kind of thing, I'm exhausted.
Yeah.
And who isn't these days? But the silver lining was I got to see them a little bit more during those morning hours,
Yeah.
that kind of thing. And so I wasn't just exhausted dad, I was interactive dad, And
Because you had to be on.
woo!
Yeah.
But just that much more time.
Yeah.
You weren't going out as much. And so you really were looking inward. And inward for me meant family and being able to connect again and do all that. Every once in a while, you wanted to take a walk around the block. But yeah, that's the silver lining.
Yeah.
Even more time with family.
You can't get that back, especially you've got kids, 3 of them. As they get older, those moments of spending that time
Yeah.
together, unfiltered, where kids are running to practice or doing this, going to games, going to school, doing
Yeah.
homework, you get that special memory.
You do. What about you?
For me, so I don't have family here, but Channel 9 is family.
Sure.
I've got a lot of friends who are on our morning show team, so I'm really grateful. But even in the beginning, where we were confined to our homes, where
Yeah.
we were working from home, the silver lining for me is realizing what's really important. And I know that sounds so cliche, but it's a matter of who I want to spend my time with, who I don't want to spend my time with, what I don't want to spend my time doing.
Right there. Oh, yeah, I'm
all
with
the
you.
really important things. Well, you've got so many awake hours during the day. And if you've got a limited time to spend with certain people, who
Right.
really matters at the end of the day? What's important to you? And you don't even realize something as simple as going on a bike ride with your friend around the city, not being able to do that because you couldn't rent bikes, you couldn't touch things in the public. You take all of that for granted.
Yeah, you do.
So it's appreciating the little things. And I find myself just being every morning, what am I grateful for? What am I grateful for? And even if that's saying, I got 2 legs, I got a healthy body,
Right.
you know what? That's a blessing.
It really is.
Yes.
And Steve talks about it a lot. He's like, I'm thinking that sometimes this shift can be a
Yeah.
lot. He says, and he'll tell you, his biggest struggle is just getting 2 feet on the ground. But as soon as that happens, then he begins to enjoy what he's doing. He talks about that on the show as well.
Yeah.
It's just that initial start, but then you appreciate what you're able to do and go through and the experiences you have over here. And so, you're right. It's the ability to spend the time with the people that you love and care about.
You have to, because life is too short, as we've all learned in this last
Hey.
year, to not.
Jordan's doing some
Ooh,
barbecuing.
Are you smoking meat?
So you're smoking.
Are you marinating? What you doing?
Meat.
I want to know. So you are also smoking.
Yeah, very important to define
distinguish
the difference
what we are
between all
smoking.
that. But yeah,
Yes.
look, I'm a fan of grilling as well. But as far as like barbecuing and smoking the meat, that's a whole nother level. You really get to get your hands on and get going.
That's a meaty process.
It is.
Hey? We are very punny here
Yes, oh,
on 9
God.
News this morning.
Oh, God.
Just, if you only knew our team,
Yeah.
and the puns
Actually,
that they have.
One of the great things about Liz is her inability to know a lyric, or her ability to create new lyrics to a
Yes.
song, and that may actually be very soon a show on
I tell
WAFB
you
Plus.
what.
Liz Koh sings the wrong lyrics.
Yes.
I love that about
It's
you.
just what sounds right in my head.
And it sounds great coming out because it's just like,
you
wait a
just
minute,
gotta sell it when you punch it.
that sounds even better.
Yeah.
So we may get to that at some point. You never know.
Eventually.
So all that fun stuff.
Yes.
You know what? I like this.
This is great.
I like this.
Yeah.
Just chat about sometimes nothing, and every
Right.
once in a while there'll be something, obviously a little bit more real. But who's to say this isn't real?
Exactly.
This is kind of what can keep you going as well. I like this little
Me
therapy
too.
Thursday.
I said we keep this going.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
You want to do it next Thursday?
Let's do it next Thursday.
Oh.
Jordan, you talk a big game, but we need to see these pictures.
Wait a minute. If I could show you pictures in the chat, I would. What's wrong with the pictures?
Right.
Jordan?
Right. We need to see the barbecuing.
Easy.
Oh.
Easy.
Yeah.
I don't know what, just make sure the apron is on.
Oh.
Yeah. So anyway,
Yes.
this is going to be fun. We'll do this every Thursday,
Yes.
a little, not Thirsty Thursday,
No,
Therapy Thursday.
Therapy Thursday.
Therapy Thursday. We'll work on Thirsty Thursday.
Yes.
So thanks for being with us here on this Thursday. Let's see if we can't get through the rest of this day together.
Yeah.
And then we'll see everybody, tomorrow morning as well?
Yeah, and good news, tomorrow's Friday.
That's what I hear.